It's October 15th and it's still going to get up into the 80s today here in East Central Mississippi. But it's past time that I should have already trimmed back the rose bush. So today we're going to put the rose bush to bed. So if you don't remember, this is Nana's rose. It is a Chrysler Imperial hybrid rose, and it's a long stem rose. So you see it grows these very long reaching stems, and I want to try to bring this back down, compact it, reshape it a little bit so that next year it makes more of a bushy shape and I have the same height all over the place and not just mostly in the back like I did this year. So pruning roses is fairly simple. What we're looking for are the nodes where the leaves come out, and whichever direction the leaves come out, if we prune right above that area, then where that leaf comes out, that's where we're going to get a new branch to come out. So we can sort of pick which direction our branches are going to grow by paying attention to what direction the leaves are growing before we make a snip. So I've brought it down a little bit in all directions, and as much as I want to cut some of this down, I am getting brand new blooms. I've got some blossoms forming here. I've even got some new leaf growth happening. So I don't want to discourage that growth. I can always come back in later and cut it back down, prune it back down a little bit more the closer we get to winter. So this is where we're going to start for now. And something else I want to share with you. I know we've done videos in the past about doing compost, making our own compost, but you know, for the time that it can take, if you don't do a slow compost you only pay attention to every 6 months, we just haven't kept up with it. So we do want to fertilize this, but to get that done, I'm using the Job's Organic Rose fertilizer. We put this on in spring. I'm going to put it on again now, and then we're going to mulch over it. You can see I've taken the clippings and put them around the base of the plant. In permaculture they would just call that chop and drop. But the logic behind it is pretty basic. You have a plant that has absorbed nutrients out of the ground for the benefit of its growth, and it stores those nutrients inside of the plant. So then when you cut the plant, if you put that back down on the soil, those nutrients can decompose over time, go back into the soil, and let the plant reuse those same nutrients again. So there's a benefit and a purpose behind putting the same material that you pruned back down at the same plant that you pruned it from. Okay, now with the plant chopped and back down on the ground and the fertilizer added on, we're going to cover all that up with some regular hardwood mulch to help retain the moisture and also make sure that we don't wash any of this stuff away the next time we get a big rain. The mulch will also be there to help protect the roots should we have a cold winter, but quite honestly, roses are much more suited to a cold environment than it is our hot environment. It would be quite a strange thing indeed for this plant to die back because it got too cold. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for Nana's rose for this year. Well, I might come back in a few more weeks after those couple blossoms die back and trim down some of those taller bushes. I'd really like to bring it down, bring all the stems rather down to about this height. So I'd like to take, that's maybe about another foot higher. So I'd like to bring them down. But you may remember that earlier in the year we participated in a little giveaway, a little seed box giveaway that went around a circuit with a bunch of homesteaders. And some people took clippings of Nana Rose, but I'm not really that good at keeping up with everybody else's YouTube channel. So if you're watching this and you took one of the clippings of Nana Rose, let me know whether or not it grew for you. I've never done that thing before where you take a stem and put it in a potato and try to get the rose bush to propagate. So let me know if it worked. If it didn't, no hard feelings. But if you are growing Nana Rose somewhere else, it would really mean a lot to me to know about it. I think it'd be just a really cool thing. So thanks so much to all of our patrons who support the channel and make projects like this possible. And thanks to all of you for your continued support by watching and sharing the videos. If you have a plant on your property like Nana's Rose that means an awful lot to you because it has a special meaning, tell me about it down below. In the world that we live in, where bad news is all that gets reported, we could do with sharing some good news around. So tell me down below, what kind of plant are you growing on your property and why it means a lot to you personally. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.